I love athletes, again, elite athletes, because they will do whatever it takes to be better. Hi, my name is Wilma Wong. I'm a high performance and mental performance coach for elite athletes. Believe it or not, I found Mind Expander on a Facebook ad. At first, I was skeptical because I have tried other brands of C60, and because Nano Genesis is water-based versus oil-based, I was curious to see how much better it was going to be. And your product blew the other products out of the water. I could feel the difference, whereas I could not feel anything on the other ones, even after looking at the NIH studies on the C60 and how powerful it could be. When I started using the Mind Expander, I noticed that my mind was quiet and that I can do things faster. So when most people have ADHD, they're always running late because they're doing so many things and they have too many things on the plate and they're just running out the door to be on time. What I noticed for myself is I was no longer running out at 12 p.m. I was sitting at the steps waiting for 12 p.m. to come around. So I never recommend anything until I try it. I will never give anybody a recommendation unless I experienced it first. I started recommending my athletes, you should try this and see what it does for your brain. And they tried it, and I could see that they were swimming faster because the voices in their mind were quieter. They could just swim. I wanted to do a little study, baby study, and I partnered with someone who was doing neurofeedback. And we had 3 gentlemen doing the Mind Expander for 2 months. And we did an initial test and we did a test afterwards. And what we discovered was, well, they were pressing the button a lot. So it made the theory that, yes, they have some form of like ADD, ADHD. And then afterwards, their performance improved so dramatically, like 100% better than what their baseline test was. And what we saw, and one of them was a guy who was 60 years old. And we noticed that he had ischemia in his brain. And what it is, and I said, well, it's either a stroke or from a traumatic brain injury. And I said, well, what did you play in high school? He goes, I could, have you ever had some sort of brain concussion or everything? And he said, no, I don't. I said, well, what did you play in high school? He said, football. I go, wow, back in the day, nobody even called it that, but everybody had some sort of brain injury. And within 2 months, it healed. It didn't just go, it was no longer on the neurofeedback. It was gone. The EEG showed that his ischemia was gone. And the other younger swimmers had, it changed their brain so much, the brain scans were totally different as well. And that was remarkable. Mind Expander is the ultimate supplement I've ever used for the brain. It makes you instantly feel just sharper, and it's subtle. It's not like you're being hit over the head with caffeine. Mind Expander is it's just a nice feeling in your brain. Everything goes quiet and you feel regulated. There's nothing out there like it.